Hi, my name is Katie Haywood.
Hi, my name is Macie Fuller,
We are juniors at Tarleton University.
and today we're going to be showing you how to use the app Lucidchart in an educational setting. Lucidchart is a web-based commercial service which allows users to collaborate and work in real time in order to create software prototypes, flowcharts, and organizational charts, and also diagrams. However, today we are going to be showing you how to use Lucidchart in an educational environment. First of all, you would start by creating a free account.
Once creating the free account, it's going to pull you up to this page. Seeing this page, down below are all of the diagrams that were already created with the titles underneath. When creating a blank diagram, you're going to click up here and it'll pull you up to this page. Everything on the left side is all the different types of text charts that you can actually use. Clicking on it and dragging it over to the graph, the students are able to write in these charts, make them bigger, seeing that there's also a ruler to make sure that each are even. Down below, the different arrows are arrows you can use to create your flowchart. I tend to use the darker, smaller arrow just because it seems to be easier. Students are able to just pick and choose which ones they want. They never do have to be the same. Inside the text box, the students are able to type as much as they would like and then highlight it, changing the font style. They can change the font size, they can do bold, or they can even change the color of the font. And then on top of that, students, if they want to be extra creative, can actually change the box as a total to a different color, keeping their data and information unique.
Alright, and on this side with these little arrows, you can see these icons will pop up. But on the first one is the page setting. The students can change the size, the format, the units, the auto tiling, the color. See, we can be really creative and we can change all these different colors. And then if we go further, we can see the margin and the size, and we can change all of that. And on the second one is the comments. So this way, the students or the teacher can comment on the presentation of the chart. And on this one is the slide. This is where the student can present to the class by adding slides from Google Slides or PowerPoint. And on this one is just the history of the Lucidchart, so the teacher or anyone can see the history and who's been on it. And this one is layers. And it's kind of a book effect. So if a student wants to add more to their chart without opening up a new document, they can push this add layer and it'll add a transparent kind of page on top so they can add more to their chart. And this one is the themes. So if the student, let's get back to that. If the student wants to just choose a default theme, they can. Instead of going through the process of creating their own, they can change all of these. And on this one is the comments. This is the cool one. This is where the students can share with their classmates and have live chats with anyone about the presentation. And they'll just push these two arrows to get that out of the way.
For a teaching classroom, students up here are allowed to share, putting the title maybe as their name, and they can share to students or the teacher, and the teacher will be able to grade maybe or so on thinking critically. As the student puts information in their chart, the teacher can grade how much they put in and what actually needed to be put on it. Another great perk to this is if a student is absent and somebody has created this chart, they can just share it to the student so that they don't actually miss any information. A great example of that is for a history class in 5th grade.
This is the timeline of the Great Depression from 1929 to 1942. And this will just be an example of a finished product, but I'm just going to read this off. They can start off by saying the date and then under it saying the description of what happened. So it says, October 24th, 1929, the stock market crashes. And then below it, we see the description. On a day called Black Thursday, stock market prices dropped. Prices keep dropping, and by November, the stock market loses $30 billion. And that goes so on until the end of the Great Depression. And that's how the students would make a timeline of whatever they have a topic on.
This also is a great opportunity for students that want to be more creative to have different thinking processes like every student does. This could be more of a logical thinking graph where students want to see the date and going straight down, where somebody that might have a more creative mind would want to do a word web where everything is more spaced out. That just kind of goes into the pros and cons of this website. The pros are students are able to organize lecture information using their own creativity through this process. Students are also having to critically think to pull out key information and put it in a graphic organizer. So students are actually having to listen throughout the lectures to pull out the key things they think is most important. Some of the cons is students with learning disabilities may struggle to create a diagram from scratch, or on this website it is also a paid app, so students are somewhat limited on what they can use. But a good perk to that, or a teacher can actually, for this program, create a document halfway written out with a word bank. So maybe with students with the disabilities or somebody that might not be able to figure this out, can just use the word bank and fill something in. We found all of this on this works cited. We cited the book that we found all the information from for the 5th grade history class, and also we found a couple websites where they talked about differences and how great using graphic organizers could work in a classroom. Thank you so much.
Thank you.